Hi, I'm Fred.
And I'm Sarah, aka the Paris Quiz Mistress.
We're two friends addicted to trivia, and we're
rewatching
Alias.
But this is not an Alias podcast. All right, Fred. We're deep in it now.
This is serious business.
Serious business. Mm-hmm. So before we get into some extremely serious and interactive quizzing, what do we need to know about episode 9, The Passage, part 2? Go.
So we're still in India/Pakistan. Vaughn learns that there's things happening. So, of course, he has history in India and he wants to go. Meanwhile, mom and dad spend a lot of time flirting. At one point, dad falls on a mine and the family works together to save dad. Later, they go into the facility in Pakistan and oops, mom is a baddie again. Meanwhile, Vaughn teleports to India and then he grabs a chopper to go help them before the Indian army bombs the Pakistani place. And then there's a Gerard Couvet guy who was a former lover of mom. But actually, no, mom is still good and he helps them. And there's a Rambaldi thing. Oh, Rambaldi is still there. And then they escape. And then Sydney calls her mom. And then they go miniature golfing.
Yes, they do. They absolutely do.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So what is your quiz about, Fred?
Natural therapy. She rubs plants on the wound. Or grain. Because she goes into a grain container. So those are the things I know that could be themes.
No, it was the last thing you said in your summary.
Miniature golfing?
So, Fred, I have written a quiz that contains golf terms.
Ooh.
So it's not a quiz about golf, but golf has a lot of weird and wacky vocab. So each of these either questions or answers will contain a golf term, and we'll learn what it means also in golf.
Okay. Cool.
And we're going to do that.
I know at least one common golf fiend that would be interested in that, I guess.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. I mean.
I know who you mean. Here we go, Fred. Your quiz containing golf terms. The flags of Montenegro, Zambia, Egypt, and Moldova all feature what animal?
I always love a good flag question. I believe it's a little birdie called an eagle.
It is an eagle. Do you know what an eagle is in golf?
I think an eagle, when you do 2 above par?
It's 2 under par.
Yes, under par.
Better.
Because,
lower, better.
Yeah. 2 less than the par.
Yes. Correct. Mm-hmm. So, question 2. The stage musical, Bye Bye Birdie, follows the events around fictional rock star Conrad Birdie being drafted into the U.S. Army. The plot mirrors which real-life rock star's 18-month Army stint and the media circus surrounding his 1957 draft.
Oh, I didn't know there was anything to that. All I know about Bye Bye Birdie is from Mad Men.
Fair enough.
From the date and the army thing, I'm going to guess it's Elvis Presley.
It is.
Yeah. So he did get drafted.
Yeah, he spent 18 months in Germany.
Oh, okay. He didn't fight. He was just in Germany.
Just hanging out.
Okay, cool.
Looking very sexy.
Just rocking hips in Germany.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're good pictures. What's a birdie?
1 under par.
1 under, correct. Yeah. Cool. So, question number 3. Because they were considered second-billed co-stars, who were the 2 castaways that were left out of the first version of the Gilligan's Island theme song? Bob Denver, who played Gilligan, personally went to the studio and asked that the characters played by Russell Johnson and Dawn Wells be added to the opening credits.
Okay, so I don't know anything about Gilligan's Island. So, okay, wait.
What do you know about Gilligan's Island? Do you know anything.
I know I know Gilligan's Island, the two words going together.
Okay.
And the S. And I know it's a thing. I don't know which thing it is. Is it like people lost on an island thing?
Yeah.
You know, I always confused it with Gallagher.
Two G words, yeah.
Yeah, the watermelon guy. But it's not the same thing.
Oh, yeah, prop comic.
Yeah, the prop comic Gallagher. But no, it's Gilligan's Island. So yeah, I don't know anything about it. So golf terms, that would be...
No, so Gilligan is the golf term.
Oh, so... I do not know this term either, so...
this question might be much more well-suited for our U.S. listeners because, this is such a cultural fixture for all folks from the U.S. and really no one else.
What do they do on the island?
They keep trying to get off. And not necessarily with each other, but off the island. And every episode is like a foiled plot to leave the island.
So it's a heart-bitten drama treated as comedy?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of the characters is often used as kind of a foil in a misogynistic way for... So have you ever heard someone say like, oh, are you more of a ginger or more of a...
Oh, Marianne?
Yeah. So Marianne is one of them. Yep.
Okay, so that's Gilligan's Island?
That's what that's from. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Marianne.
Marianne. And the other one, I'm just going to give it to you. It's the professor.
Oh, you know what? Because I thought there were teachers for some reason. There are teachers?
There's one professor.
Oh, okay, no. But I thought it was like a teacher show. Because at first I thought Gilligan's Island was like a metaphor. Like they weren't on an actual island because I thought that would be a weird show.
It is a weird show.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll check it out.
So yeah, in the first version of the theme song, they just say, and the rest.
Oh.
And the rest is just these two characters.
Did it like not rhyme or anything? Between like the rest and Marianne and the professor, it's not that much. Like it's not a big difference.
Yeah, I think it was a payroll difference.
Certainly.
The professor's real name, which I believe is mentioned, I think only once in the series, is Roy Hinckley.
Okay.
Played by Russell Johnson. Do you know what that means to be a Marianne or a ginger?
Is it like the Madonna and the Minx kind of stereotype? Like one is like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, women can only be two things. A
Exactly.
Marianne or a ginger. Or a Mrs. Howell, who really doesn't get enough play. She's not even in the opening credits. It's just the billionaire. No, the millionaire probably at the time. The millionaire and his wife.
How did they get on the island?
How do they get on the island?
Mm-hmm.
It's in the theme song.
Oh.
They went on a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough. The tiny ship was sus. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the winner would be lost. Moving on. Anyways, it's a whole thing. What's a Gilligan in golf?
So, I know what another term that sounds like it is, which I'm not going to say in case you ask a question about it.
It's a mulligan. It's not on here.
Okay, so I know what a mulligan is, which is doing it again, like a redo. Is a Gilligan doing it again?
No, so a Gilligan is, if you're playing like a friendly match, you can make your opponent replay anything that they got that was good. Like if they made a long putt or something, you can call a Gilligan and make them do it again.
So you have a limited number of Gilligans you can call during a game, sort of.
Well, it's not a real rule. It's just a fun rule to spice up your next match.
Okay, cool. I never heard of it. Okay.
Me neither. Here we are. Golf, whatever. Question number 4. Founded in 1870 as a British fort named Charlestown for England's King Charles II, what is today the capital of and largest city in the Bahamas?
I believe that it is today also named for something royal as well. Different, maybe. Is it Nassau?
It is Nassau.
I know there's something with Nassau with the Dutch royal family. So maybe they just switched from king to king.
It is a Commonwealth still, as of time of recording. What's a Nassau in golf?
Oh, yeah. Golf terms. I am going to say that it's Nassau is when you throw your ball into a lake.
No, it's a betting game where if you have one bet on the front nine, one bet on the back nine, and one bet on the total 18.
You get a Nassau.
I don't really know what any of this means. Here we go. Last question. Which yearly event held in Scotland is the world's largest performance arts festival and surpassed only by the Olympics and the World Cup in terms of global ticketed events?
Oh, it's that big? I mean, if my guess is correct, but I didn't know it was like entertainment, theater, comedy. The Edinburgh Festival.
What is it called?
Oh, the Fringe.
Yes. Which it's not really a fringe festival anymore. It's kind of the main event. So, correct. What is a fringe?
A fringe is when after you put the ball in the hole, you get a haircut on the green.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
But it is also the short grass that's around the green.
Oh, so, I mean, it wasn't that far. Kind of.
I mean...
It's the part of the green around it that didn't get a haircut, then.
It did get a haircut.
Oh, less of a haircut than the green? Wait.
The green isn't grass, is it? It's just green.
Isn't it grass? It's all grass. It's just different levels of grass.
No, I think it's synthetic.
Oh, what?
I think the green is synthetic.
That sounds awful. I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, my interest in golf is limited, but irons and woods.
Why don't we stop talking about golf right now?
We'll talk about the passage part 2.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay, thoughts. Let me know.
Did you think that Mom had betrayed them?
For half a minute, because I thought, oh, the way this thing is structured, a mom is going to have to betray him at some point, probably. And there's this thing with Alias where I think the distance between setup and payoff is so short sometimes that if something is hinted at, it will happen immediately. So, of course, immediately Mom betrayed them, but she couldn't betray them for too long because she's good. Mom is good. So she reverted. But, I don't know. Yeah, half a minute.
Okay. Proving her loyalty. Mm-hmm. I love the moment where they have to take the truck and Jack makes Irina go in the grain bin and then Sydney's like, can she breathe in there? And Jack with his like fake beard just gives her the worst look. Says everything with his eyes. He's like, come on.
Yeah, and later she's like, when Mom gets out, she's like, did the filter get clogged? Of course the filter got clogged. I'm taking the lead now.
Yeah.
She knows minefields by heart. Speaks all the languages. She's a shaman. I mean, Mom can do it all.
Yeah. Even really gross kissing of Gerard Cuvier.
Oh, my God.
Gross bad guy kissing.
Despicable.
Yeah.
Yes, no. It's like Sloan sipping alcohol or, bad guy biting into an apple. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, like bad guy mouth things.
We
No.
don't like it at all.
No, we don't like it. We're like, ew. Very effective. Also, we had to make the Pakistani guy very casually misogynistic.
Which one?
The one when Sydney got caught and she said, I'm new here. They haven't given me my badge yet. And he was like, about time they sent us something nice to look at.
Finally, something soothing for the eyes.
And I'm like, yeah, okay.
I guess it's just to bring some variety to the way she gets out of trouble. I guess he won't kick everybody in the show. So, but yeah. I mean, it's always this question of like, how much can she fool people with her accent? Her language is good. Her accent is just, you know what I mean?
I don't know. She seems to fool a lot of people.
Yeah, she's very good at that. Maybe the language is good enough that they think, oh, she just has a peculiar way of pronouncing words. I don't know. Yeah, I want to talk about how fast Vaughn got to India.
Yeah, blink of an eye.
Which is, I checked, if I didn't find a single LA to India direct flight.
Well, also, do you remember that big to-do of like, they had to get in the train and then have this thing, and then they had to get through Kashmir.
Yeah.
And the whole, like, your contact didn't come through, and then we have to be in disguises and take a truck and all this stuff to get to work, like, because they were in a really remote, really dangerous, really hard to access location. And then Vaughn's just like, here I am.
And Kendall's like, there's a plane waiting for you outside. It's like, what?
Why didn't the other people take the plane? Why were they parachuting off bridges from trains?
So dangerous with contacts. You got shot in the woods. Yeah, so 18 hours if you go straight from LA to India, approximately. And he's just like there. And of course, the guy knows his dad. And I'm like, I guess.
He used to be stationed there.
Yeah, he used to be stationed. 2 years in India. And then he's just there with a helicopter, and Sydney gets out just like, hey, Vaughn, like, not even wondering how he got there so fast. Like, hey, Vaughn, thank you for picking us up.
It's great.
From the restaurant.
The Uber heli.
Exactly. Oh, my God.
Whatever. We'll allow it.
Whatever. The good things, the family things still going on was nice.
I mean, she saved his bacon the episode before, so maybe he needed to save her bacon.
For tab keeping?
I guess so.
Okay, maybe.
For
Why
intimacy.
Yeah, let's see where the whole family dynamic keeps going. I mean, Sydney calls her very ceremoniously. She calls her Mom. So it's like, okay, things are moving.
As opposed to what, inmate Derevko?
Yeah. Madam, who I've never met. So yeah, seems like this mission has served its purpose, which is to bring everyone closer.
Yeah, very fun flirting. Very fun working together. And our heroes made it out alive.
Congratulations to the Bristow's.
Yes.
And the Refkos.
The Bristow-Derevko clan. Cannot wait to continue this journey. Thanks for listening to Not an Alias Podcast, produced by Celia Brondeau with original music by Mad98.
If you love what we do, leave us a tip. The link to the tip jar is in the description.
And you can follow all things trivia at Paris Quiz Mistress.
And all things Fred at Fred Me Up.
Until next time.
Stay nerdy and keep quizzing.